Hello and welcome. Um, my name is Irony, your coach of the Kyoto Immune Shows, and new captain of the Ultra Space Draft Adventures. I'm here to take you all on a journey through some unique and new draft formats. Well, maybe not new, but interesting always. Um, we are starting off our season one, going to the mystical Cap Island, home of the Pokemon created by Smogon's Create a Pokemon project. I'm here with my absolute go,
Yo.
Ducleus, otherwise known as Lily Cove.
And you might be asking, why didn't you guys make like a video announcing this before? Shut up. Alright?
Yeah,
Shut
no,
up.
that is the correct
This is
response.
the
Shut
video.
up.
This is the video.
This is the video.
So
we got a draft review coming for you.
So we're
guys.
back after like 5 months, 0 uploads. You might have a lot of
Yeah.
questions, but we're here with a draft league we are hosting, in fact.
Yes, sir.
This logo you see right here, I made it. And I already came up with the name and the idea of doing cap. So,
yeah.
Basically, we're gonna go over the matchups and stuff. Like we're gonna go over not matchups, but like the drafts of everyone. And yeah, it's gonna be the new thing. Hope you guys are interested in our draft content like we were doing before. Sorry for not uploading for 5 months straight. You know, should get serious. It's okay though.
Yeah.
We'll upload.
The grind had to stop for us to get our other grinds in.
Indeed, but now we're back.
The grind is back.
And disclaimer: this will not be a draft. This will be a duo draft league, so we're not gonna record together or matches because that would be cheating.
Yes, that would be cheating.
We're instead gonna upload these talking videos, like this one today. Going over the matches that happened. Now, no matches have happened. The draft just ended, so we're gonna go over the drafting of the people.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just to establish things going forward, this will be the first draft review. We'll go over the drafts of most of the players. We are currently in grace, so people are still allowed to change, and people might change after seeing this video, depending on when we get it out. But going future, every week, our plan is to watch all of the games, talk about it a little bit, and hopefully there will be a third of us joining the other mod that's helping helping me and Duke with this. His name is the Ivory Coast, and he is my absolute go. And it is a shame that we had to rush this and we couldn't get him in. So
yeah, but it is what it is when you're in college and you have no time. So
yeah, me and Duke are in college. Ivory has a job. We got stuff going on.
But Pokemon comes first. Pokemon is
That's
forever.
what I'm saying. Nothing comes before Draft League, baby.
So
best format
expect
ever.
these videos every week with predictions and reviews of our matches. Hopefully, we are hoping once playoffs happens to get even the players to talk a little bit. You know, some post-commentary stuff, nothing live. But you know, just something to have fun and go over all this cap new stuff, experimenting. So we have a tier list set up right here, just for fun, make some predictions of who's gonna win, who's gonna do what, you know, bet on some people if you will with no money. But first, let's go over the draft of the first guy.
Yes.
First person. Perturbo.
Perturbo. If you'll scroll up just a little bit.
For sure.
For their team name.
Yes, for sure.
Got
you. They're the
with the moldy sandwiches.
Yep.
Great logo, by the way. Big fan.
Scroll down, back down.
So, let's talk just a couple of things here.
Yeah.
Perturbo had first pick, and also this is a snake draft. You have access. If you are on the end, either the first or the last, you get to make 2 picks when it comes back around to you.
Correct.
Obviously, for the first, you only get the 1 pick though. And the first pick of the draft was Crushidon, which is a new cap Pokemon.
You guys, if you're normal, you don't know who that is, so let me go ahead and show you.
If you are a reasonable person, and I hope most people don't have to fight this thing in their lifetime.
Yeah, let me go ahead
because this is the most min-maxed Pokemon of all time, and single-handedly causes people to hate Cap.
So you cannot see the Pokemon's image, you can see the moves and the abilities and stuff. So yeah, this dude has multi-scale.
And rough skin. Multi-scale and rough skin. And water veil.
Don't worry about how he looks, you don't need to see it. He's hideous, don't worry about him.
Nah, he's kind of cool. I got his design.
Basically, Water Fairy with a 124 speed, 111 defense. Overall, not what you expect to see as the first pick, in my opinion. But hey, he is
I definitely think this
really
is first
solid. And in the draft board, in fact, he was 19 points or 18 points,
yes,
something like that.
19.
So to go over
so
the,
yeah, hold on. Let me handle this. Let me get this.
Okay, you got this.
So the couple of things this mod has. Okay, it has reliable healing, 2 forms of it, Recover and Wish. Boom. All right. It also has the 2 best attacks in the game, Moonblast and Scald. So like, okay, cool, that's kind of foul, right? But it also has utility in things like Thunder Wave, really fast Haze. It has, I don't think it has Flip Turn, but it might. I guess it's possible. And if it does, we're cooked.
Tell you that? No, it does not.
There's no. Okay. It's got Taunt. It has Encore. It has Taunt, Encore, Haze. You basically cannot sweep with this thing on the field because of Multiscale and Haze and Encore and Taunt and Scald and Thunder Wave. It's just so unbelievably hard to break, and it team supports with Wish.
And if you're...
This one has everything you could ever dream of.
If you're really shiced, you run Wither Ball on this guy.
If you're really shiced, you like run like max speed, max special attack, choice specs, and 88's not that bad.
That's like Surf,
especially when you're this bulky.
Yeah,
like you can
like
2-hit 3 KO. Yeah, you can 2 to 3 hit KO, and like be fine because you are so ungodly bulky and carry the best typing in the game, arguably. Like, this one is insane.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's talk the rest of the draft.
Yeah, let's go back to the draft. More Pokemon. Ignore whatever you just saw there. That was
ignore Duke's clusterfuck.
I was reading Jujutsu Kaisen very mid. Anyway, let's get back into the draft.
Yes. Pull back up the draft sheet.
There you go.
Right. Okay. So next couple of picks, right? Kyurem and Mandibuzz round 2 and 3. Kyurem next to Crushidon's really nice because that gives you just an immediate breaker. And Mandibuzz also gives you hazard removal. Hazard removal is nice so the Crushidon doesn't have to run boots on multiscale. And also for Kyurem, so the Kyurem doesn't have to run boots because the best Kyurem sets are the known boots, are the ones without boots. Do you have a notes?
I have a note, which is Mandibuzz round 3 is kind of crazy. 12-pointer round 3 is crazy, but it's a really good Pokemon, really underrated. So I think it can actually work. Going into the next one.
I think it's a good call.
Yeah, that's a good
call. From them. Given that, like, it's really important that they have good removal.
Yeah, for example, I want a Mandibuzz too, you know, for example. So
yeah, and Mandibuzz is, like, top tier removal.
It makes sense.
Other than its defog, it's really good removal.
Yeah.
I would have just picked G-King. Trying to rely on G-King coming back to you round 4 is very greedy.
It's kind of crazy, yeah. But, like, it did, so... unlucky for us.
Yeah, no, they got very lucky. And the next 2 picks are G-King and Infernape.
Kinda weird. That Infernape pick, kinda weird. I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not a big believer on Infernape.
Yeah, I think neither of us are big ape believers, but I got some trust in this. 120 base power, dual stab, or like both hits on both sides of like physical special, and both you have 120 base power dual stab with overheat and CC is really hard. And it also has things like relatively fast stealth rocks and U-turn.
It has slack off too.
Yeah, and slack off if you're really shy.
You can't see him, but he's there. Don't worry about it. The layout does not allow for you to see the Pokemon. It's like it's okay. It's fine.
Like this one's got a lot.
It has U-turn too, right? It has U-turn.
Yes, it has U-turn.
Scarf,
and like, I don't think it has SD, but it does have bulk up. It does have Encore, which is pretty fat.
Fake out, Meteor, that guy.
Yeah.
Knockoff.
Like
it's like a jack of all trades, master of
yeah,
none.
It's a big jack of all trades, and I think that's fine for a pick at this round. I think it's a pretty decent.
He's
one.
Okay. Yeah. Then next 2 picks.
Yes, Raikou and Bishop.
Raikou and Bishop. Now Raikou is a fraud. Let me just get that out of the way. But Bishop is actually really solid because we forgot to Terra ban it. So it's actually
or at the very least put it at 9 points.
Yeah, or at least put it at 9 points. It's at 8 currently. Bramble Gas is more expensive, which what the fuck. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Bishop though, really strong Pokemon. King Gambit Jr. He can run Eviolite now. Yes. This generation, and Terra Fairy Terra Blast actually goes crazy, like into most things, like.
Like even if you're switching in like the classic Great Tusk, like it's still gonna get
chunked. Great Tusk with like an Iron Hand stuff. It gets like real like Iron Hands is like 85 from like just regular Terra Blast. That's pretty crazy.
This thing is gonna need like a fair amount of investment, or like
That
even
is
like an
true.
SD to actually break through. Like even like Terra Fairy King Gambit doesn't like one shot
It does
Great
not.
Tusk after an SD.
But it's still crazy though.
But
Like, it's super
yeah,
strong.
like that's
And,
still
like, you
numbers.
become a fairy type, you're super like resistant to everything. I don't really get the Terra Fire though. I don't think you want to mix it with the rocks. I'm never a fan of Terra Fire. Because I don't like making stuff with the rocks. But you know, up to them.
Terra Fire requires like a lot of like I think Terra Fire is only really good on defensive grass types. And even then, it's like you're still kind of like quaking in your
boots. I think Terra Fire is only good on like Weavile because you're putting boots anyway on that thing, so like whatever.
I think it's pretty good at like Arboliva. Arboliva kind of.
No, we're getting a little sidetracked here now. Crazy Pig, Mudsdale, always cooks.
Mudsdale and Brambleghast, two goats, honestly.
Brambleghast puts in the work despite not looking like it does. It puts in the work.
I love when Gen 9 first came out, and everyone was like, dude, this mod probably sucks. And it looks like it sucks, but it doesn't. It's insane.
It sucks in ladder, but in draft it's pretty good.
It's insanely good mod. Really strong with like over 100 base power attacks.
Yes,
you can play around Poltergeist. The gift of Foresight nerfs Poltergeist a lot because if you're really scared of a ghost move, just run no item.
That is
which
true.
Is a tall order.
But the cool thing is that he can set up spikes. So if you have no item, you're just taking out the spikes. You know, that's pretty cool. Also
like you're definitely like.
Which you definitely want spinners because every guy in this tier has fucking spikes, so you would need spin. Or like default.
A notable thing about the cap format is it adds a lot more rapid spin and a lot more spikes.
Yes. Like an unhealthy
the hazard meta game is expanded.
Unhealthy amount in my opinion, but you know, it is what it is. Last big, whatever that thing is. Yeah, whatever that thing is.
That's Astrolotto's free evolution, and that was just a throwaway.
It's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna do anything.
If it comes to a match, it's gonna be hype.
Does they have a regen? Like.
I don't know. Astrolotto does, but I don't know if it's Solotto.
What's it called?
Solotto. S-O. It's Astrolotto, but if you took out the it does have regen
with these stats, so nope.
That 24 Spadef's gonna come crazy.
24 base Spadef. Oof.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot. Anyway, so let's go back to the tier list and
all right.
I don't know how I feel about this draft for being first pick, personally.
If you ask me, I think this is top 3 drafts.
Top 3 drafts, really?
I do think so. I think Crushidon is insane. I think Kyurem is insane. I think this has decently spread speed tiers. I think the Hazards game is pretty solid. I think having more... If you'll go back to it for a second.
Yeah, for sure.
I would like a little more Spike and Stealth Rocks than, like, Mudsdale, Bramble, and Infernape, you know? And I guess Bisharp. Like, the Hazards game isn't where it needs to be on this draft. But otherwise, I think this is a potential top 3 draft. Maybe 4, given everything else.
I think there's 1 or 2 specific ones that are for sure top 3, and I'm going to have to pitch to you why. So I'll put this one in mix with the playoffs, because...
Yeah, okay. We can adjust it later if we feel like it.
Christian Krim is really good. Like, this is like a really good core 4 here.
Yes.
So
insane.
It is pretty good. I agree. Now,
I do kind of hate. Hold on. I do kind of hate the lack of a good defensive steal.
That is true.
Like your Mudsdale is gonna have to come in clutch on like steel type duty sometimes, and G King helps in like being a poison for fairies. But like I don't feel too remorseful about like spamming Moonblast into this team,
I don't.
You know?
Yeah, I don't.
Like it's gonna like some Moonblasters aren't gonna be able to do it, but like if you really run into like there's gonna be some problem matchups if Crushidon can't handle that Moonblast on its own, you know.
And that's why for me it's not like an entirely top 3 team, but you know. Now, that's the thing. For some reason there was a poll on it. People voted on allowing Palafin, despite me really not agreeing. So we have the Palafin guy here.
Yes, the Palafin guy. Pick number 2. Iger. I've always said Iger.
Alright.
Iger and the Iron Heads.
This draft started off extremely strong, and then Bro drafted Crucible Mega for 16 points, which is really unlucky for him because that one is very ass. Let me tell you why.
Okay, yeah, let's go and talk about the only Catmon.
Okay, so this is the only Catmon in their team. Good stats. Don't know if it's visible. Not really. but just to go over it, 135 attack, 135 speed left, 108 speed, 106 HP. Not bad, you know? But you are at rock poison. Now, a lot of you know. I let you know. You know the agent, Nihiligo, whatever you say.
Absolute go right here.
But this dude is different, because this dude has 103 speed, 127 special attack, and then it has Meteor Beam, Grass Knot, Thunderbolt, etc. You know, this dude's different.
And an item slot.
And this dude has Beast Boost, which is really good. Beast Boost, really good. Now, unfortunately for my guy over here, he does not have the special attack to run Meteor Beam, or Meteor Beam for that matter.
Yeah, he's locked to Crucibellite.
135 attack, but both of his steps can miss on Stone Edge and Gunk Shot.
The nice thing is, though, it has coil. It has one coil, and those are both 100% active.
Yeah, to be fair, it has coil, but like, I feel like you can do one of your U-turn in there too, so it's
a big depend.
As an endgame sweeper, it's not that fast. It's 108 speed, and it's not like insanely strong. Like 135 is strong, but like, you know, to Cortana standards, it's not as strong. It's like Magic Card, it's okay if you wear a bulkier Pokemon, you know.
Yeah, the problem is that like, this kind of doesn't, like the Magic Card kind of doesn't. I don't understand what they were cooking. Yeah, like it's like
I think
the original definitely looks like a pivot because it has regen.
Yeah,
but this
that, like,
is a mega.
The OG is better because the OG has like pivot regen. Like you can like use turn regen and stuff like life and stuff. But like this, I don't really know. Like it has Gunk Shot, Knockoff, Iron Head, Poison Jab, Stone Edge, Rock Blast and stuff. But you know, it's one mega, so you cannot run item. You cannot do like really sick coil with Rock Blast and stuff. You cannot do that. That's with Hammer, I suppose. Just like kind of like the problem of like most rock types that are decently strong. Like I would argue this is like worse Terrakion. And Terrakion is not a mega Pokemon, but I think I'm gonna scrap and shit. Like let me look at Terrakion for a second. Almost same attack, 6 points, same speed.
Yeah.
But this dude has close combat, so you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Crucible has one glaring, gigantic issue. It does not. It is the only rock type ever, basically, to not have Earthquake.
Or Earthquake too.
No Earthquake, and that sucks.
Yeah,
this thing cannot hit a Steel type.
Oh man, that sucks. Like that sucks a lot. And then like no fighting coverage either for a rock type. I don't know. Personally, I think that this pick really bad. Like it's 16 points, so it's you cannot justify its stats being lower, but like overall the Pokemon, I feel like it's really not good.
It's novelty as it is the only legal mega because we're playing Paldea decks. It's as a weird like thing. Gen 9 draft allows for Mega Crucible only. So, I'm interested what this mon can do. But a bulky steel is really just gonna sit on this thing.
And I think
especially if like a bulky steel.
No item is just so much like not flexible at all if you have no item.
Yeah.
You have like 2 sets and none of them are really that good.
Yeah.
Like they give.
And you can like you don't have to mega evolve immediately. You just have to hold the item.
You don't have to run, but like if you're
you can run no item Crucible regular with regen for a little bit and then like mega, I guess.
Sure, that's like the only thing you have. But like besides that though, Pelipper, Terrapagos, Raging Bolt, really good. This team could really use a Pelipper, but it does not have a Pelipper for some reason. It didn't get drafted or anything, so it just doesn't have a Pelipper.
No.
I think it would have gone crazy for this, but whatever. Up to them.
Yeah. To talk a little on my thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Terrapagos is a decent remover. It kind of likes secondary removers, which is where Corviknight and Drifblim come in super clutch.
Yeah.
Having Corvi on this team's really good. This team's gonna pivot around a lot, and it's gonna get in Raging Bolt. But it kind of feels to me like I'm not really sure what the goal is for a lot of this, But there's some really threatening stuff on here. Raging Bolt and Drifblim have some really big threats, sweet potential. Yes. These are not the Terras that I enjoy on a Blim, though. If I'm, I've run Terra Drifblim in the past, and the main things I'm looking for is Terra Ghost and Terra Fairy, and I don't really agree with Terra Fighting. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Terra Fighting in general, for a couple of reasons, but I don't think it's bad.
I like Terra Fighting on Fairy types. I like Terra Fighting on Fairy types specifically. Yeah. And like second games, that's it. It's like Fairy types.
It's nice that this hits. It's nice for this to hit dark types, but I would have rather done that with Terra Fairy.
Yeah. Other than that, though, you got You got
Altari is not a bad draft
yeah.
captain. Or
Altari is not a bad draft captain. It's like okay, you know, it's an okay guy. Like he will sometimes do something, you know.
Yeah,
Look,
not too bad.
Corby's really good. Stoken's really good. Weebel is a fraud in my opinion, but hey, he can do good. He can do good. Weebel can do good, and it's like
125 speed is pretty clutch for this team.
Yeah, it's really like hard to like build properly into Weebel because
oh,
on adamant and stuff.
You know, I just realized the only sources of stealth rocks on this team are Crucible, Mega, and Terapagos, and neither of those want to run stealth rocks.
That's bad. Unlucky.
That's really bad, actually.
Yeah.
If I have any one thing, draft stealth rockers.
Yes, or honestly, not having a spiker, he puts you in such a disadvantage.
Yeah, I think having a spiker puts on a lot of pressure,
like,
and if you're free to
like 1 or 2 spikers, so
yeah. Like I can run like no rapid spin on this. I can run leftovers on this, and you know, being able to run specific items really helps when you have to prep against like Palafin.
Yeah.
You know,
especially with Palafin, though. I feel like you definitely want that rain for the extra punch, and you want those spikes. Like you want those hazards.
I don't necessarily think you even need rain, but you definitely need something to pack an extra punch.
I think no, okay. I think like Bandit is so hard to prep into. You have like your rain plus hazards though. Like that's so crazy.
Yeah. No, that's super true. Like if you want to super play into Palafin, getting rain plus hazards is really good, and also you get like Thunder Raging Bolt, which is kind of
Thunder Raging Bolt and Weather Bolt too. I think that's Weather Bolt too.
Yeah.
And you get like no, you can do cool stuff in rain. You can get like tornadoes, you know, or whatever, whatever you want. But like you can do some cool stuff in rain. But,
if I could give any one thing, I think it's really just draft hazards. If it wasn't drafting Crucible Mega for the novelty of it, I would say Glim is a better fit on this team, like Lamora.
Oh yeah, Glim is a lot better, for sure.
But I would probably replace Revive, but the other problem is like Revive kind of holds speed tiers of this together, because the fastest thing on this besides that is Palafin.
I would take our Corby for like a Tornadoes and put a Pelipper somewhere in the team, and then put hazards. That's
I don't know if that's point value, but that's not a bad
option. If you take your Weavile, so you can go cheaper.
I think you would have to like take out like Slow King.
That's fine.
Unfortunately.
They're
yeah, like taking out Slow King for like Pelly or like a Rapid Spin or like not a like a strong spiker.
Like a strong spiker, yeah. Overall though, I think honestly this looked a lot better. This looked a lot better before we talked about it than now that we talked about it.
It's one of those things that if you really pick it apart, it doesn't look too good.
I think this goes here personally.
Yeah.
You know, you have a solid chance. Like you have a solid chance. Like
I don't think it's necessarily as bad as we make it out to be. There's some really strong stuff on this team.
Yeah, you have a Palafin. You have a like that's good.
Yeah, you have a Palafin. Really you have a Raging Bolt.
That's really strong.
So hard to prep into.
I know that we're not
even
really
after
gonna use these tiers that much, so I want to use these tiers, like these 2 tiers.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it right there. We can move it later though.
Yeah.
Now next to the guy who should have drafted Corviknight.
Yes. This was one of the picks that I was like super like passionate about. There was one big misplay that I think happened in this entire draft.
Yes.
And it's Commodore on this team.
So let's go. There's a lot of cabinets here, so we're gonna have to cover.
There's a lot. This guy, Yeehaw, and the House of Mouth really like that new toy syndrome, and I don't hate it.
Let me start off with Colossal. Now this one is crazy. This one is like.
This one is absolutely insane.
95 speed, 122 attack. Now it has guts and it has Sucker Punch. Rebound is
kind of interesting. On switching, blocks stat. It's a 1-turn magic bounce.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
But you don't care
that
you don't care that you run guts and you hit hard. Yep. Like you have Sucker Punch, which hits like a truck. Facade, Earthquake, decent bulk. This has like 133 base HP.
Also,
that's really good.
Yeah. This also has Headlong Rush.
Cool, shiny.
This thing is incredibly strong.
Yeah, Headlong Rush. Not much said already, to be honest. Like.
It also has Rapid Spin Encore. Apparently, I didn't know that one.
You have Mega Horn for like slow growth, maybe. You have Rocks, obviously. Super Slow Slam is a fraud though. You have U-Turn, which is really interesting, and Toxic.
Yes, U-Turn on a Mondis, like on a ground type that's like this, is incredibly
rare. Really strong, yeah. You might even do like Rebound Scarf, you know, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't think Rebound's unviable. Like I think it actually has like a niche.
I'm just more scared of Guts, but like yeah, Rebound's pretty
yeah,
good.
like I prep against Guts, but if you're like going for a really bulky save, if you want to run like in the same vein as AV Ursaluna tends to get ran in draft, you can definitely run like AV or Scarf on this and like use Rebound, you know?
So got like Staff knockoff, that's like as stronger than Weevil's knockoff, but that's really scary.
Yeah. Like that's really good. Like even not with guts, that's still like stronger than Weavile and clicking headlock
Weavile's
rush.
really strong, like nominally.
Yeah.
So yeah, really good Pokemon. I agree with this first pick.
Yeah.
I think it's really good.
I do not think this is a bad first pick.
Now, where it gets very shiced. The first pick, the second pick, sorry.
Commodore.
Yeah, Commodore.
This one fucking sucks.
You look at this. You cannot look at it. But yeah, 50 HP, 92 attack, 130 defense. Special attack doesn't matter. Sometimes with that 118 speed. Now
118 speed is really,
you look at 118
really
speed and you look at belly drop.
130 defense.
And you look at
okay, hold on.
Oh,
Let's talk about what this mon isn't first.
Okay.
Look at the abilities. All right.
Yes.
Intimidate,
This is Intimidate,
Volt Absorb,
and Big Pex, that doesn't matter. But Intimidate, Volt Absorb. And it's a
Steel
Steel
Flying
Flying
type.
You think
This
is
is
Corviknight.
like if you took Corviknight or Scarm and gave it so much juice
and just
that
speed,
it looks
yeah.
literally invincible.
Yeah, but okay, let's spin that Corviknight, guys.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's put on our Corviknight set.
No defog.
No defog. Okay. No roost.
No
roost.
Oh, U-turn?
U-turn?
Oh, no.
U-turn?
Oh. Body prep? Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One for the
It's got
defense?
Brave Bird?
One for the defense? One for the like,
Brave Bird?
Oh, Brick Break.
Oh, it doesn't even have Brave Bird. I didn't even notice that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it has Iron Head.
It's got Iron Head.
So,
This
Spikes?
Bonds.
Nope. Stuffer?
Nope.
Nope. So, what does this do? You know, you might be asking, what does this do?
He's got one utility.
Yeah, I can't
or
go
one move.
Can I go like over myself here? I got too fast, but yeah, this in fact does have belly drum with 118 speed. You might be thinking that's broken, my dude. That's so good. But as we saw, no Braver.
It gets through on like Citrus Berry Acrobatics, which
you
is
get
actually
to run this
scarier.
Citrus Berry Acrobatics, and then like
you have moves like Drain Punch.
yeah, like Drain Punch, Iron Head, I guess, or like Quick Attack if you're that guy.
Yeah.
However,
it does have knockoff as well.
Yeah, knockoff.
Like
So,
Drain Punch.
It can do that.
It'll break.
You know,
It'll break.
It can do this. It has one set, like always. This one's like very common trend. They have one set, and this is
a
like
lot of Capmons were made to do one thing.
Yeah.
And that one thing is always interesting, but it does have a lot of guesses.
So this mon is the biggest fraud. Like it has, belly drum, 92 attack, weaker than
this one is.
weaker
This
than
one is
Sumeru.
scary.
Weaker
Yeah.
than Sumeru.
This one is scary and hard to prep for.
Like-
Unless you have something that just like outspeeds this. If you have like
Yeah.
a Scarf Fire type, you kind of cook him.
Yeah, like very. And he cannot run Scarf because he has to run belly drum. So like.
Yeah, he's not strong enough to like justify like choice Scarf or choice Band.
Yeah. 118 speed is like okay. You hit vicious steel. That's like a lucha, something like that. But
Something like that.
But like I don't know. This one could have like. Let's go back to the draft and imagine if it was a Corviknight. Like.
Yes.
especially
Let's talk about all the
for the
things Corby
Colossal.
would have done for the remainder
Yeah.
of this team, right? It would have made Colossal after one Rapid Spin left. It would have made the next pick, Mullux, a lot more reliable.
Yes.
And also is a slow U-turn into Mullux, and you'll see what Mullux
You
has.
also got a
here in
slow
moment.
U-turn into Volcarona, Tauros,
Yes.
Typhlosion.
Paldean Tauros Aqua is very strong. Sylveon, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. Now let's go over the next guy who's not a fraud. He's pretty good. We got Mullux.
Mullux.
This thing looks ugly as hell. You don't want to see it. Believe me. It looks ugly as hell. But it has Eruption, which is always fun. This is always
Yes.
fun.
And Dry Skin.
One problem though, no speed. But it does have dry skin.
Yeah, 76 speed isn't a lot.
Now
Like
imagine-
that's not.
Imagine
That
a
doesn't
Corviknight.
outbeat some things.
Imagine a Corviknight U-turning into this though. Like you
Yeah,
go into
imagine
your...
like Corviknight defogs, U-turns goes into this monstrosity.
Yeah, and this is like 131 special attack. Like if you make it modest, it's 400 special attack. Damn near.
Almost, yeah.
And then you like put you put a scarf or some shit, and then
Yeah, you scarf this thing.
and you just like make it eruption sludge because also fire poison, so you can put sludge wave on it. That's weird stuff. Rapid spin,
Yeah.
light recover.
Will you, real quick, change the format to Gen 9 draft? Because there's a couple of things on here that are not decks that it has
Oh, for sure.
that are not true.
That is, yeah.
Just type in draft. Type in draft.
There you go.
There you go. That'll
So
be better.
I'm gonna lie about a couple picks.
I think you are all currently correct.
Okay.
Hydro Pump's really funny on this thing.
It has Hydro Pump, it has Thunderbolt, it has Wisp, it has Trick, Toxic
He's got
Spikes.
a lot going. The issues are just like Fire Poison isn't the greatest type. Dry Skin is nice though.
So for all the moves that Commodore doesn't have, this guy has double.
Yeah. Like the fact that this guy like walls Primarina is the funniest thing ever.
Even draining randomly for like a random growing move.
I like a calm mindset. Like could cook so long as they don't have like a really good ground type. You know.
If you had a Corviknight with potential leg screen and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Corby gets that right.
I believe it does actually. I think it gets screens.
So if you had a Corviknight with screens, you could cook with a calm mindset. But unfortunately, that was not drafted.
No Corby, and it's not even like it got sniped. It didn't get sniped. Like Corby went 5 picks later.
Go back, Corby goes.
It went 3 rounds later.
A lot of rounds later, and it's also cheaper, so it was a better
it's also cheaper. I think we had this thing too high priced, but also it's the kind of mon that if you like. This was a mon that I kind of just didn't know what to do with, so I kind of just went with whatever point value people told me to.
So we're at 30 minutes, and we need to go over a lot more people. So let's go to Caravolt. This is a fraud.
It's really interesting though. It's an interesting fraud, but it
no
might
attack, no speed. I mean, 1/6 speed is cool. 1/6 attack is not cool. But it has Galvanize, and that's really interesting.
And Hyper Drill.
Hyper Drill, Galvanize, and Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin Galvanize too.
This thing is an interesting spinner in that it's not spin blocked by ghost types, but it's spin blocked by a more common and more demanding type, ground. And you might be like, oh yeah, it'll just smack the ground type. This thing's gonna do it's gonna hurt the ground type. It's gonna do like 50, but like, come on.
Yeah, but like 50, and especially you're gonna miss with Power Whip and stuff. Kinda sucks, but it does have Bull Switch. It does have Facade. Has Knockoff.
It has Horn Leech. It's got stuff.
You got a Quick Attack,
like he has SD.
Galvanize Quick Attack. Interesting.
I expect to see this thing cook in a matchup, but it's not that.
You for sure can like SD Quick Attack if you're not like careful with it and like Animate and stuff. It can cook, but like in testing it was kinda ass. But now then like you got your Volcarona is really good, but those Paldea is like actually really those goats. The people know that Taurus Paldea cooks. He watched the channel before. Not fire, but like this one cooks still. Frost Slash, this is a good spiker, really solid. Sylveon is good wish, cleric stuff. You got heal bell, you got all the stuff. Wish, protect.
Ursaring. It does not have heal bell. Heal bell was exited, except for Blissey.
Removed.
Yes.
But Ursaring, interesting pick.
Kind of a funny character.
It cannot do anything. I don't think it has any synergy here, unfortunately.
It's not great on this team. Again, if this team had Corby, I'd be like, this one's kind of
easy. Quillfish. Okay, it does what, little overkill.
Yeah.
Anti-Flosion is a weird pick. You have mullets. What do you want this?
I don't know what you're putting those two on the same team, but like maybe you're just like really
hoping
like, by Spam Eruption.
Kind of a lack of synergy.
No U-turn anywhere on this team besides Colossal.
Besides Volcarona and Colossal, you don't want U-turn on Volcarona, so.
You really can't get into your threats with this team. You're kind of hoping you just like smack.
This team will get it completely fixed by Corviknight.
I would tell you this team is like it's like upper half if it had Corby instead of Commodore.
But it does not, and therefore I'm gonna put it here.
I agree.
Yes.
Let's take a pause real quick now.
Yes, let's take a pause here. We'll be right back. We're back. Sorry for the pause.
Okay.
This video will be really long apparently, but we're not ready for that. But let's go over, let's speed up. Let's go over the next team.
Speed up just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh well, this is gonna be fast. This is gonna be fast.
This will be nice and fast. This is Ditto and the Skippity Ditto.
So this is the draft that is not completely finished yet. But if you take a quick look, you will notice something at current trend.
Not one of those are fully evolved?
Yeah.
That's a little strange.
Wait.
Yeah, Basculin White Stripe isn't fully evolved.
What do you mean?
Because Basculegion.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not fully, like, I don't know, you were anyways. There's a couple of good...
no, I was gonna say that, like, it's all in a piece. It's all in a piece.
Yes. There's some pretty good stuff in here. Scattervane's pretty solid. It is the baby form of Hemogoblin, which is a 19-pointer.
We'll go over Hemogoblin in a bit, but like, make a note that this is like
make a mental note.
Hemogoblin Little. I don't want to go over this because we'll go over the big one later.
This is Hemogoblin Little, and it's 9 points.
Yes.
Let's think about that for a little bit. It has 20 less attack, and that is the only thing. And yes, it can Terra.
Yeah, it's Terra. So kind of a threat, you know. It has Pizzly, that's all I say. It has Pizzly E-Speed, you know. Pretty crazy.
Yes.
Pretty crazy. There were some guys that are pretty irrelevant, you know. Well, new guys, I mean. You have your Porygon, your Chansey, Magneton.
Bastion's pretty good.
Diplin. Yeah. Basculin.
There's some decent picks in here, but it's not finished.
Like, you know, you know, it's a lot of ease. I'm not gonna take too much time on it. You will go here.
Yeah. Moving on. Mine will be Dog and the Kansas City Crooks.
Yeah, Kansas City Crooks. Oh yeah, in case you wanted to see some of the names that I forgot. This is House of Mouse, Iron Hands. Wait, Iron Heads. I'm bad at reading.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here. Kansas City Crooks.
Kansas City Crooks. So first pick right off the bat, Cyclant.
Biggest threat. Real like barrel alarm. Like ring the bell because this guy is crazy. Now I thought this guy was a fraud until I saw its move pool because it is Bug Ice, which is commonly known for being really bad. But this thing has 116 attack, 15 speed def, 109 speed. And
let's go over its ability.
The list just goes on. Yeah. First, the ability. This guy.
Compound Eyes, pretty good. That means you can run Blizzard sometimes if you're feeling a little crazy.
True.
And it means you can run Triple Axle without ever fearing misses.
True. But, big thing, this guy
Mountaineer
doesn't care about hazards. He just ignores hazards.
He ignores Stealth Rocks. He does take
Stealth
spikes
Rocks,
and
you know? And also, if you Stone Nature on the switch, and he just ignores it. He doesn't care.
Yep.
He climbs
He doesn't care.
He climbs up.
Yeah, he's just that guy. He's built different.
So, yeah, starting off really strong at Mountaineer there, just ignoring rocks is really good. You can put a Choice Band, Choice Bags, whatever you want.
Yep, or like even like Life Orb or Leftovers for 3%.
I'll let you just start naming just the plethora of moves that this little
Okay, let's just not even talk about his setup moves. CC.
Okay, CC. Boom. Heatran gone.
Okay. Does it have Earthquake? Yes, it does.
Yes, Heatran gone again. Heatran died like twice.
Right, Heatran gone. Triple Axle, Blizzard, Bug Buzz, X Scissor, U-Turn.
You're going too fast. Bug Buzz.
We don't need to look at every single one of these.
You know
the point is, this mon gets bitches, right?
Yes.
Gets bitches, gets moves. Let's talk about its setup moves.
Going B. But now for the setup, I think Close Combat AQ is like what makes this mon really good. But also, R2, this guy has the move. He has the move. You know, the move that everybody has.
The move.
The move. Tail glow. I don't even see a tail, but he's glowing apparently. So.
Yeah, he's glowing that tail, and he also has Swords Dance. You are forced into a dangerous 50-50 of what this mon is running, and there's no way.
Yeah.
There are a select few things that wall this thing completely. You have to just respect it, and either you die because it's choice, or you either die because it's choice, or you get swept by Tail Glow, or you just like cry. And you can't even scout this thing's item reliably. What are the best things you can do for a lot of sweepers? Like you can scout Choice Band by seeing if it takes rocks damage. It is Mountaineer. It has boots and a choice item at the same time, potentially, you know?
I would also say that really this guy's the only guy where I respect Life Orb.
Yeah, it's like this thing is so strong.
It can use run mixed,
Yeah, and this thing on mixed stats is gonna be foul.
You got Taunt, you got Trailblaze to boost your speed. Like this guy is crazy. This guy's
really insane. Absolutely insane, mine. One of the biggest threats in the format.
Loki should have been banned. You know, that's a different story. It is a bug. It's a bug ice, so you can, you can.
And hey, if you're really goat, Fell Stinger.
True, but you can also like loaded dice, pin missile. You're really
loaded dice, pin missile, and ice spear.
Ice spear too, right?
And Ice Shard. It has priority, right? It's got a little bit more going for it on the physical side, but it just Tail Glow on the special side. So it's like
really
you never win.
Yeah, insane
you never
mon,
ever
insane mon. Honestly. And you got your Roaring Moon, insane mon too. Ting-Lu, insane mon. Galarian Weezing, really good mon. Wormwise, insane mon. Sinistcha, it can
pretty good.
It can cheese people.
Like Calm Mind is a big issue for a lot of teams.
Not what I would Terra at all.
Tinkaton likes its typing. It does not need to change it. And you have Tauros Blaze, which is
you have the goat.
Strong.
You guys know the goat. Who, if we could Terra this thing on the KOG season, we won. We won the entire thing.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
This thing can could have Terra, but this guy didn't choose for it. It's okay though, and he drafted Ditto as well. Which
also, I do have to tell a little story.
Oh yeah,
a love story,
I was
if you
gonna tell
will.
it. We're
Yeah.
running short on time here, but we are gonna just
Look, the lore is important.
the look, and they're next to each other for a reason, I suppose. It was faded.
It was next to each other.
It was faded.
It was faded. Ditto.
Um,
I made the pick for Dog, and I said Dog wants Ditto right after Ditto made their pick.
yeah.
And Ditto responds, "I want you too, Dog."
Yeah.
And love was born.
And love was born. Two lovers who will have to fight in the battlefield to death.
Yes, they will.
Because we, the higher ups, decided on it. How lovely.
Yes.
How romantic.
I love a good
love.
tragic love story.
So true. And we'll see who dies in this tragic love story.
Absolutely. Who was the Romeo and who was the Juliet?
Paldea, there was fire. That's Yuri for Spain and stuff. Reggie Rock, who is there. And then Hunter, who is also there. You know?
Yep.
But overall,
this is a really
though, the first 5 picks or so, really
honestly,
insane. And this definitely
this
goes
might be a
here, in my opinion.
I don't disagree.
In my opinion, this is one of the guys that I think is better than this one, just because you have Cycling or Ring in it. That's really insane.
Yeah, I think this is really solid. It looked almost like an HO team as it was first being drafted, and then it cleared out a very good balance core in Rotom Wash and G Weezing and Paldea and Tauros. The only thing I could ask for, a little more U-turn without relying on your sweep.
U-turn is always good.
Yeah.
Okay, now, for a good friend of ours, Goose. And now we'll go over.
There he had a Magnemite.
Now we'll go over
Kima Goblin.
The pink minion that kills families. Kima Goblin.
This guy murders families.
Another 19
That's a
pointer.
cute little guy.
And thanks to him, I have Dragapult. Because there's another story. Goose was gonna draft Dragapult and then he got him instead. However, not a bad
he's
pick.
a silly little guy.
Not a bad pick, because this has Pixelate Stream Speed.
Yes.
With
the stats are a little low.
The stats are kind of low, but it has Pixelate, it has Intimidate, which don't slip on the support sets on this thing.
Do not sleep on this thing's support sets. It has Spikes, it has Wish.
Spikes, Wish, Protect, Intimidate, really good. But what we're here for is the Bulk Up, Stream Speed, Recover, Fairy move. Not Fire move. Yeah. That's what we're really here for.
Fire Fairy is a foul typing to try and switch into.
You can even put Flare Blitz on it because you recover. You have Moonlight to recover.
Does this thing have Earthquake?
No. This thing gets followed by stuff like Heatran, or like by Steel, like a Steel that can outspeed it and stuff.
A Steel that doesn't really care about Flare Blitz, or a like really solid poison type that's okay with taking a Flare Blitz.
It's more balanced than Cyclone in my opinion, but it is a big threat. Ring the alarms because this has Pixelate Stream Speed.
For reference, this thing is about. I forget the exact calcs, but it is stronger than E-Speed on Dragonite is with Notera.
Correct. So yeah, really strong guy.
Yes.
And yeah, now let's go.
Kind of a cool shiny.
Let's go over Fidget.
Fidget.
This is the gimmick guy, like the guy who's there so you can hate him. Because it looks horrible.
Fidget.
You need to see him. It looks horrible.
Let's take a look at his ability real quick.
Oh yeah, persistent.
So ability pools, Vital Spirit and Frisk are both kind of nice, but persistent is where this one gets interesting.
That's where it's at. Because this guy, maybe wait, it does you. When used, Gravity, Heal Block, Safeguard, Tailwind, Trick Room effects last 2 more turns. And
don't diss Magic Guard. Don't sleep on Magic Guard or Magic Room. Shut up.
Accordingly, this
Tailwind,
Trick Room, and Trick Room, and Wonder Room,
and
Magic Room,
U-Turn,
and U-Turn. I did not know that.
Yes, he has he also has Rapid Spin, Spikes, Stealth Rock.
Yeah.
This line, I was looking through some of the design origins. This is a pretty early cat Pokemon, and this was designed to be the perfect utility one.
Encore, Gunshot, Healing Wish, Ice Spinner, Knockoff, Poison Jab, Rapid Spin, Screens, Rest, Scorching Hazard, Such Bomb,
Taunt,
Stealth Rock, Taunt, Toxic Spikes,
Whirlwind,
Wish. Like, yeah, pretty much, it's just an annoying guy.
Yeah. And he's a little on the passive side, is my only issue with him. But other than that, he's always threatening something.
Good defenses, but I would personally just do Sash with this thing and use like Advisors and die. Or like just U-turn, maybe, and die later. But really good Pokemon. Interesting.
Yeah, an interesting Pokemon. I don't know how I feel about how good this is.
I don't see how it synergizes that well with what we have here, but hey, it's a good Pokemon. No.
There's some interesting text to be had here in the future. Trick Room on like Hemogoblin potentially,
Maybe.
even though it really
you
doesn't
don't really
need it.
need it. Yeah, streams.
Yeah, but like, you know, you can run like Bandit Double Edge on
Body
Trick
Slam.
Room, or
Body Slam.
Trick Room Metagross, Tailwind Metagross.
Maybe.
But we'll keep going.
Yeah, we'll keep going because we're like taking
Yes,
a long
we gotta keep
time.
going. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Next Catmon, Tomahawk.
Next dude, Tomahawk. Really solid. I wanted to get this guy, but I didn't.
Yeah, this guy's a land.
He has Intimidate, Prankster, Justify. This is Landorus, but it's a fighting type instead of a ground type, and it has Prankster. That's it. You have your Rapid Spin instead of Defog. You got your Stealth Rock. You got your Hurricanes. Actually, yeah, actual flying step.
Yes.
CC, Haze, Healing Wish, Memento, Morning Sun is really cool.
Yes.
Roost, obviously, Taunt, Trailblaze, Whirlwind, Stealth Rock. You know, just like the average guy. Like he can Prankster, Memento, Prankster, Healing Wish, just stuff like that.
Prankster Haze is very
Prankster
convenient.
Haze, Prankster Bulk Up. You can bulk up too. Not the strongest attack stat, 60, but you know it can bulk up, I guess.
Yeah,
and
the 115 special attack Hurricanes and Aura Spheres are the big things. Does it get Aura Sphere? I think it gets Aura Sphere.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, really this one's really solid.
Yeah. We're going to share time, so we're going to have to talk very fast. Now, Electric Hisui.
Not super fast.
Cool pick. I like
very
it.
Fast.
Cool pick.
Yes. I'm a big Electro fan.
Yeah.
Hisui and Samurot's nice as a dark type and a water type. It's not a great, dedicated water.
Fun fact, it wasn't Urshifu before, but it got changed.
I think this is a very good change. We had to do some cooking to get this draft up to a better place because it was kind of.
Disclaimer: he says we because since we're friends, he was kind of talk to us about his draft. He didn't feel comfortable with it, so that's why we say we. You know, we didn't make the draft, his draft. You know, we were sort of suggesting stuff for him. But,
there's some cool stuff in here. There's some really big threats. Metagross next. Arboliva is very good tech here for having having a potential grassy terrain next to Hemogoblin and Metagross is quite
really
nice.
Good. Don't sleep on Chinchino. Grassy terrain boosted bullet seed goes crazy, bro. And then you got bad
with this whole draft, you might be like, there's a couple of weird issues here. Some mons that might get walled. Backs.
Yeah, you got
Doesn't matter. Backs Caliber.
You know, if you're around when this guy wasn't know you, he was really funny. You just throw a load of dice, DD once, and kill everything pretty much. So yep.
And
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like a mini gauging fire, but ice, pretty much. That's what this is.
Next up is Dukes, and I'll start talking about this one because it's I don't want to let the guy who made it talk about it. But yeah, so this one Holt made it to his 7th pick. This is a draft that looks like it was made in first.
Yeah. And
a very classic Dragapult team style is Dragapult plus Breakers. You put Dragapult next to the strongest wall breakers you can get your hands on, and you get a mess of really offensive pulls, right?
Yeah.
This thing is next to Heatran, Ogerpon Wellspring, Iron Hand, Mamoswine, and Chrome Era. Let's go ahead and pull up from Arrow.
Okay, no, hold the phone. Okay, let me go over the first guys first. So, somehow, I'm the lame guy. Sorry, I got all the good Pokemon. Somehow it looks like I'm the first pick, and the first pick is.
Oh wait, we didn't tier Gooses. Hold on, we should do that real quick.
Oh, true. My bad, I completely forgot.
Let's tier Gooses real fast.
Gooses, I think it's the first who goes here. You know?
Ooh, okay. So you think it's a little better than Iron Heads and House Mouse?
Yes, personally.
I think I agree. Okay.
Just because of Hemogoblin, I think about it was really good. But
that's fair.
Now to go here, Turbo made it to 7th pick, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't have anything planned for this. I unironically did put Dragapult, Heatran, and Ogerpon on the thing I had planned, but I wasn't thinking I would get it, but I ended up getting it. So I just came here thinking I'll do Heatran, Ogerpon, Wellspring, because that's a core that's insane. I use that shit a lot in National Deaths ladder, and so I got it. I was really happy, and then there was this ongoing joke of when will Duke get a Capmon? Because it took me 5 Pokemon, so I got a Capmon. And then when I wanted Kerfuffle, we'll talk about him later, he got sniped. But so I ended with what people say is the worst fully evolved Capmon.
Not the worst. Second worst.
One of. But I'll prove you wrong. Because he has 100 base speed, 115 special attack, nothing crazy you might think. Yeah. But this is a normal type.
Well, let's real quick look at its ability. Ability check.
Color change is bad, it's bad. It's bad, great. You don't like it. But what is every normal type special attacker wish? You know it, you love it.
Boom Burst, baby.
Boom Burst. Coming off 115 special attack, 100 speed.
That's pretty good.
And now the problem with this Pokemon is color change, because you get hit once, you lose your stab. That's bad. And also you're a dark normal type, so you are quite weak to fighting and stuff. But that does not matter if he never gets hit. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
And this
you put a choice item in this thing, and you
really interesting. You got Boom Burst, Dark Pulse for the ghost types. You got your random Blizzard, Random Alluring Voice.
First impression, baby.
First impression on the physical side, which is kind of bad stats wise, but hey, it has it. You got
it's really funny.
You got your knockoff, so you can like knock off defensive mons that can take a Boom Burst maybe with like an AB or like leftovers. You knock them off, and then you later come in and kill them.
Yep.
Really cool.
Psychic Noise is good tech. This one is basically every coverage move ever. Yeah. The idea being, even if it gets its color changed by getting hit, it's got coverage in that type.
Yeah,
the only problem is you don't really know what type you're going to be at the end of the turn.
You got Sludge Wave, you got Terra Blast, obviously, you're getting my Terra. You got Thunderbolt, Thunder, Toxic Spikes too, and Toxic, you got Trailblaze. So overall really good switcheroo as well. So yeah, I'm going to try to make this work, so it being called bad. By a lot of people in the draft. I was like, Griffraffle got picked, so I think my draft is kind of lame. Like, it's just really good. I like my draft a lot, but like, it's just really good. It gets more interesting later. But yeah.
The kind of interesting thing with this mon, with color change though, is that even if it loses its stab, a lot of types resist themselves. So let's say you get hit by a water type move, the next incoming water type move you're gonna resist, which means you can start setting up Calm Mind. So even if you don't,
we do have Screens Bolt available.
Even if you don't have your stab typing, after a Calm Mind, it's the same.
Yeah.
So against a lot of like choice scarf mons, you can come in on that like random water
and it's
move.
Decently bulky. 85 HP, 115 defense, 100 for depth with screens.
A little bit of bulk investment will go a long
with
way on this.
Screens too. That's really good.
And you can get this to set up 2
I have the one infiltrator Pokemon, so like I don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Then the remaining couple picks, Florges, Tomplin, Toast,
Florges will cook. I promise you. This one is
Florges
so
is
crazy. Insane speed depth, Moonblast, Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, Wish, Protect, all those kind of things. I love Florges.
Give me another mon
I've been loving
that can check Urshifu single strike and every special attacker in the format on the same set.
Then
nobody.
Talonflame, I like Talonflame a lot. Just a bit super, like repeating the course here for the Heatran and Orbipon. Also got Dose Scroll. I needed a spinner because I noticed I didn't have one. I don't want to have.
The hazard removal had to come in on Talon and Toad.
But I do have spikes on Ogerpon, spikes on Toad, Stealth Rock on Magma, Stealth Rock on Heatran. Feeling pretty good. Rodon Fan is also just solid. Honestly, more solid than it gives credit to because it can Terra in this, Steel Water, Touch can also Terra into, Classic Ghost. And I'm waiting to see Mamo, Iron Hands, and guys pulling a bunch of work. I'm super happy with this draft. Aaron and I think we both said that this was kind of one of the best, if not the best draft in the league. So
this is definitely top 2.
Yeah, so
top 2, top 3. For sure.
Being 7th and getting this, I'm very happy. Thank you guys for being paid actors and letting me have this.
My one issue with this team is like I'm not scared of hazards. I'm not really running boots into this, because you have Stealth Rocks and you have slow spikes or Ogerpon spikes, and neither of those, like slow spikes feels bad, and Ogerpon does not like running spikes. So I'm not scared of spikes. I'm not scared of spikes.
What he doesn't know is that Mamo is the hazard, so he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
But
but like. You can run things other than boots into this team and feel pretty comfortable. But otherwise, this bang.
One of my this is my first solo draft because my first draft was with Irony, and I am known to throw with good teams. So let's see how I throw and go 08. But in terms of team, I think I'm doing pretty good. Feels a little, not humble to put myself here, but hey, I think I drafted pretty okay. Considering,
I think this is a really good draft.
Yeah, considering that's a good draft. Considering the 7th pick.
We're not going to order this in tier for the record.
We're not. We're just putting them there. Now let's go down and left, actually.
For the next draft, Salzy. And the Windsor is Zapdos. Another person who really let that new toy syndrome come in.
Oh wait, hold on.
I don't hate it.
We forgot to say the name of my draft is Pilgrims. And I don't have all this one someone else has, but I have Mamo, and this is just a cool reference to Scott Pilgrim that I really like. You can see little guys there. I love making this logo.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah. As a graphic designer, I like the logos. I like my logo. So yeah.
Let's talk Salzy's draft.
Salzy's draft.
The first big guy, Snailstrom.
Glasscore
Showdown, baby.
Glasscore Bug.
Glasscore Bug.
Snailstrom. I'm bad at typing.
Bro cannot spell.
There
Bro
you
can't
go.
spell. There we go. Alright, so this guy gets Poison Heal.
Poison Heal, Toxic decent stats, Rapid Spin, Infestation.
Water type. Water
type.
type's really fast.
Water Bug.
It has U-turn. Has U-turn, has Rapid Spin, has Hazards, has Sticky Web.
Webs is really important. Rapid Spin 2, Recover. Spiky Shield.
Razor Shell's really sick.
You got your random SD U-turn.
Yeah.
Trick Room, if you're really feeling like that. Trick, Toxic.
This one.
You can trick your Toxic Orb too.
Oh, that's incredibly funny
so
attack.
you can get like leftovers and the Poison Heal. That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, let me talk about this one for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
This one is insanely hard to break and makes a lot of progress while doing it. If this one gets a Toxic and a Spiky Shield off on you, you're like actually just in shambles.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a Water Bug Gliscor, and Water Bug's not a bad defensive typing. Not at all.
Yeah, it's not.
And like a Stealth Rock's weakness doesn't matter when you fucking, Toxic Heal and Spiky Shield.
Yeah.
And it's already gone, It sucks on switching, but like it's whatever.
It does.
And like this one has things like Sticky Web for team support. So like this is the one good Sticky Web mod that gets it up more than one time in a game and really gets to get in your head with it.
Yeah, and it's kind of like putting spin on Torkoal. Not great, but like it can do it.
It's a fine spinner.
Yeah, it's a fine spinner, So yeah.
So
let's go over the next.
Very good.
Jumbao.
This mod's really funny, and really wish that Weather Ball, because you know what it has? Drought.
It's like Little Boy is
and
like
Trace.
Grass type with Trace and Drought and Solar Beam.
Yes.
This guy's really fun. Sad on the speed tier, but Grass Fairy really good, like offensive typing, and then you got Sun to be supportive.
Yep.
And you got stuff like Healing Wish. You got stuff like Show Up, but you have like you got Wish, Synthesis too. The Sun is pretty funny. No fire type coverage though, kinda sad.
Yeah, if this one had Weather Ball, it'd be broken,
it'd be really good.
but it does not.
But really funny name.
It relies on its teammates in
really
order to
funny
break
Insane Shiny. Insane Shiny, and you're gonna see it, but it's there. I promise you. But Solar Beam Moonblast, really cool. So yeah. The next one, Cinderace.
We know what this guy does. He's court changes.
And then
he's really fast.
Fraud.
He's really strong.
Biggest
Next to
fraud.
Jumbao, this one gets really funny.
Biggest fraud.
Anyway.
I think number 3 at this point. I almost left in Fraud on the fucking showdown. No, this name
That's
is
crazy.
Stratagem. He has the same problem as Crucible instead of the special dagger. 120 special attack, 130 speed. This tries to be Nihilego. It's not because it does
He's
not.
He's kind of like a special attacking Weavile in some weird ways,
But
like stat-wise.
without knockoff or ice moves, which is really unlucky for him. But
the number one things this guy has is
Meteor
power
Beam,
Meteor.
Paleo Wave, which is a signature move. If I can find it, that is.
Yeah, Paleo Wave. This mon was made in like
Paleo
Gen
Wave.
4, and like the idea was that it was, counterintuitive to its typing,
Yeah.
being rock, and a special attacker, and it's got giga coverage.
It can lower your
and it's
attack.
definitely gonna break. It's gonna break one mon a game, but then it's gonna get revenge killed by like
I don't even know
Meteor
if
Beam
it
and
breaks.
Scarf.
I don't even know if it breaks whatever, but like.
Meteor Beam into a flamethrower hits a lot harder than
Meteor
it
Beam,
does.
yeah, Meteor Beam was like the only good set on this thing. Flamethrower,
Yeah.
Giga Drain.
You can like sash lead this and get some amount
You
of
got
progress
Levitate,
on.
you got Trick if you're doing like a Scarfer and stuff. You got
This guy does have Technician, which is a little funny.
Um,
I don't know what he's doing with it, but he does have
so,
Excel Rock.
He has Sniper too, I guess.
If
Excel
you're
Rock
actually
coming off
go,
of 60 attack, so no.
yeah,
I
that's
think
what
this one will
Technician's
do
for,
no
baby.
damage, but hey, if he can
Hey,
cook with it, he can cook with it. So
Yeah.
I gotta give
If
him-
the cook cooks, then it cooks.
yeah,
That's what I'm
then you
saying.
got Doom, which is just like
Go.
Stratagem 2. We're like actually back. We're back.
We're back.
Next one, Badoom. Now Badoom is actually a good Pokemon.
Yes,
Unlike
it has
Stratagem.
Volt Switch. This guy's a weird like pseudo
More
electric type,
special
and then it has
attack,
Volt
less
Switch.
speed than Stratagem, but it has Ball Switch and it has fighting coverage, which is something that you like on things.
Because he is a fighting type. Fun
Yeah.
fact.
He's a
Fighting type has fighting coverage.
Yes, so if we type fighting, please, you will get Aura Sphere,
Yeah, it's Aura
Versus
Sphere.
Blast, Mac Punch, Close Combat. Hey, 85 attack, not that bad.
Hey,
You
you
got
know,
Dark
you can
Pulse,
run that.
You got your Flash Cannon, you got your hats, your Hyper Voice. You got your Nasty Plot, your Memento, your Perish Song, Psychic.
Yeah.
Perish Song is
To
like
stop
whatever.
this thing from getting like crazy momentum on you, sometimes you're just gonna have to go you're gonna have to like assault vest your ground type
Yeah.
so that this thing isn't like bolt switching around your
But it
team
does have full switch,
and
yeah,
getting
that's
really
pretty
annoying.
cool. And also a cool shiny, I think? Yeah, that's a cool shiny.
Yeah.
So yeah, going
He's
over
a big voodoo doll and he's kind of fire. I like him.
Pecharon, it's kind of new, but you know what it does. You know it's Pecharon. If you play that, you know what it does.
So I do want to talk about the remainder of this draft because I think it actually clears this out really well.
Mm.
Pecharu and Latios are two very solid pivots for the rest of this team, and like getting able to run like Specs Latios and outspeed pretty much every other 110 is really nice
Yeah.
because you're set next to Sticky Webs on Snailstrom. Um, Latios is just a really solid mon this gen because of Flip Turn and Recover and Calm Mind and Luster Purge buffs. This mon's really, really, really good. And Registeel is a solitaire captain. Ambrose and Mabosstiff aren't bad either. Mostly Mabosstiff. Mabosstiff with Stakeout's pretty fire.
Yeah.
There's some really strong stuff in here. If I had to name any couple of weaknesses, is that the defensive backbones of this team are like Snailstrom and Pecharoon, and it's like a little like I'm a little scared. This isn't like a defensive core that I would feel comfortable with, but I think this is like pretty good still.
Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily see what exactly Salzy's cooking with this, especially with like stratagem, no spikes.
Also, like no physical presence besides Cinderace.
Yeah, that's a little interesting. Yeah, you kind of run like 6 AV mons into this team, and it's like, oh, and you don't even get just wait. This team has only Rapid Spin on Snailstrom and Core Change on Cinderace.
That's kind of.
The nice thing is that Snailstrom, like because it's the nature of Snailstrom, you never really want to run Court Change on Cinderace, which is like good because it means it can run like Banded Pyro Ball next to Jumping, which is really threatening.
The problem is though, like if you don't like do cover change, then like your Snowstorm is gonna take a lot of damage when it comes in though. And,
I wouldn't even say a lot, but it's gonna take
I mean,
a non-zero amount of damage on
Space Spikes was like 25 stealth back. That's a lot. That's like 50%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 50%.
So yeah, a little iffy on that side, but hey, pretty good offensive presence on the guys. Speed tiers, I don't know how I feel about them. Like he has good speed tiers, don't get me wrong, but like
yeah. 2
I guess
110s, a 130 speed.
Like,
oh, yeah. I think the way this team has to play defensively is very awkward. Not that it has bad bulk necessarily, but it just plays a little awkwardly into bulk situations.
I think it goes here.
I might argue it up a tier.
Up a tier?
I think so.
Alright, well for now.
For now.
Next guy. Another oh wait, this is the lamest person in the draft. No Catmons here.
Oh yeah, that is no Catmon. That's
no
really
Catmons.
funny.
I guess I'm saved from being the lamest guy in the draft. Yeah. This dude sent up to a cap leak and draft another Catmons. Unlucky.
Yes. Welcome to Shiva and the Green Valley Glasters.
Yeah.
And this is what a weirdly fast draft. Deoxys speed and Iron Bundle in the first 3 picks is like, wow, let me just like draft 10 million speed and be really funny. Like, wouldn't it be funny, guys, if the collective speed stat of all of my Pokemon was somehow like 110 and like I don't even have that many fast mons.
Yeah,
you just have like the
weird.
2.
I can just notice lack of synergy for most of these guys. They use the good Pokemon, you know, like
yeah.
good Pokemon.
Gliscor, you know? Golden Go is a pretty classic core.
That is true.
Especially like with Gliscor. Like Gliscor got banned because of Golden Go being so good in some capacities.
That is good.
Golden Go really gets to go off on a team like this. Rillaboom next to it, Gliscor next to it. Iron Bundle to like get a fast flip turn into it. Tentacle to get a slower flip turn.
You do got like Freela Lucha, you know, my classic, and I hate that Corvia classic.
Yeah, I hate Rillaboom
Lucha. Do nothing like they use there to decorate. Umbreon, I don't really know what Umbreon's doing here. Like it is a dark type. It is a dark type, but I don't.
It's valuable in that it is very
kills the momentum of the team. I feel like.
I mean, it has like Wish Baton. I don't think it kills the momentum of the team, but I do think it is awkward in the way the rest of this team is very offensive, but like bulky offensive and like bulky fast offensive.
Even then, though, like very iffy defensive core, in my opinion, because you got Glass.
Yeah.
But like you have no water type that's actually like real, you know.
You have. I mean, Tentacruel is real.
Like, it is real, but like it's not Primarina, you know.
You have a defensive core. But I don't know how long that lasts, especially when you get like draft cheesed, right?
Yes.
There's an amount of stuff that like you have. like this is very much like a balanced team on a timer, where
Mhm.
it's like it's only a matter of time before like a misplay or something, and like Gliscor gets like ice beamed or Umbreon gets like tricked or something. Like there's definitely
Yeah.
something funny that can happen to any of these defensive mons, and the team is gonna like forced to kick into like just put all
Put all three of them
put all their
Halucha.
gas in and just like start clicking buttons and hope the game ends, which
Mhm.
they're not bad setup to do. Deoxys Speed is actually kind of terrifying as a sweeper. Golden Goes is,
Obviously,
classic.
Armando
Halucha,
is the best Pokemon 80% of the time. You know.
yeah, 80% of the time, Iron Bundle's the best Pokemon in the format, arguably.
Yeah.
And like, this draft is threatening. I'm
Mhm.
scared of it, but I don't know if it's anything that I'm like terrified. I'm not
I
quaking
don't
in
know.
my boots, but it definitely is solid.
Good amounts, but like as a draft, I don't know.
Yeah, this is
So
very like I could take 6 of these, put them on an OU team, and I wouldn't do bad.
yeah,
I don't know exactly how I feel about this draft.
I don't know. I feel like
I do think it goes in our center tier because
yeah,
of just
I
the
think it could
quality of
go
mons.
either way. I agree with that. You know, it could go either way.
Like I don't really know what I think of this draft.
It
This
could
draft
go
is
either
like the
way.
most normal draft, and also I just don't know how I feel. There's again some really solid cores here, and like I almost say like you're gonna see a lot of U-turn Gliscor. Like go back to that real quick.
Oh, for sure. Let me go back.
Yeah.
By the way, thanks
Like
to anyone watching. It's been an
Gliscor,
hour since we started. Thanks for
hell yeah.
anyone watching.
Gliscor is gonna U-turn a lot here because that pivot's gonna be really valuable.
It's
Getting
like,
into Iron Bundle and
yeah.
stuff. And I could see this team breaking your ankles for a little while. Because these monsters are so fast, it gets really hard to make progress. Which might be the real defensive backbone of the team, is that Iron Bundle, you can't actually touch it. You know?
Yeah, I guess like this is a draft where like Chiba has to like play really well to make it work. If it doesn't,
Yeah.
like
If
he,
Chiba plays like a god every turn, you can never beat this draft.
yeah, but like if he doesn't, like and then if one, this is one of the drafts like if one dies, it becomes really
Yeah.
bad. Like
It gets like it starts to like struggle a little
if
bit.
one dies, like if Ribbon dies, you lose so much. Like if
Yeah.
I remember the
If
dies, you lose.
Gliscor goes down, you're like kind of quaking. You know?
Yes. Yeah, so like he has to play like extremely well. But if he does it, then props to him.
Genuinely very good team.
Next team, the team that, you know that Jupiter was meant to be a star, but it never happened. This is that team, because you got Iron Valiant, Ogrepon, Heartflame, and then a bunch of question marks.
Yeah. So let's talk. Starting off here, Iron Valiant, Ogrepon, Hearthflame is
insane,
so hard to prep
insane. Like
for. Ogrepon, Hearthflame is such a pain to try and prep for, and Garchomp next to that too. I don't know how to prep for this defense.
Yeah,
but offensively, I know exactly what I'm doing. This team is obscenely squishy because it overlaps itself about 8 different times.
I know none of the ones are bulky. That's a Saharaja.
There's some bulky mons. Saharaja. Let's go and talk about that one real quick. Because this is a really good mod if you ask.
Hippowdon, but like with steroids pretty much.
Not even Hippowdon. This is just any this is any ground type on Giga steroids.
Yeah,
water Absorb is Serene Grace. Oh, does that have Sand Spit?
No.
Go back real quick.
Oh yeah, it does.
No, Sand Spit. That's kind of interesting. That's
useless for his team, but interesting. 70 HP, 105 defense, 120 with death.
This one's really bulky.
It has no recovery, but it used to have leech.
No recovery.
Oh yeah, it got taken away. It has more leech.
It got that taken away. That was like a last gen
Diamond
thing.
Storm though.
Diamond Storm is the big tech on this thing. Diamond
crazy.
Storm body press is very hard.
Bane Split too. Like a Bane Split, which is really good too.
He has Stealth Rocks, he has Spin, he has Taunt.
And Dawn. No thoughts, that kind of sucks, but you know.
Yeah.
You got a Horn Leech, you got your
like,
Heavy Slam for coverage, maybe. Like
this mon is very hard to break, especially given Water Absorb.
Yeah, you got your like Diamond Storm, Body Press, that actually threatens a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
You're terrified of this thing, even as like a defensive.
Yeah, it's really bulky. It's really
like this is the kind of defensive mon that like gets a Diamond Storm boost and is like, oh, I win the game now.
How do I kill it?
Like, how do you kill me? Because your water type doesn't kill me because I have Water Absorb. And that's like the main way you kind of want to fight into a lot of ground types. It's like, what do I do here now?
Pretty good.
Like, you don't know.
So yeah, the first 3 really good. After that, Garchomp, I don't like Garchomp, especially when you have Saraja. I don't like Garchomp, but like it can work. And then Cyclone, you were kind of just double dipping on the Garchomp problem.
Yeah, the Garchomp was double dipping on ground, which I don't think is a problem. Let's talk about Cyclone real quick.
Cyclone is double dipping on Flagon here, and we're gonna talk about it because I think this is the most mid guy in deck format. He is really mid.
Stat-wise, this guy really wants to be Zapdos.
Static,
he has
Shield
Static.
Dust. Yeah, Static and Shield Dust, really interesting.
This is like old Zapdos running this is like Zapdos running like max defense Static, except that's the only it's more restricted toward that
this
set.
This is Zapdos, but weak to ground and fairy, which is not good, unfortunately.
He does have a couple key pieces here though. It's a Defogger, it has Volt Switch, and it has every coverage move you could ask.
Flamethrower, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Power Gem, Roar, Slack Off.
Slack Off is pretty big.
Yeah, Surf, Tri-Attack, whatever. Volt Switch, Weather Ball, interesting.
Hey, don't diss the Tri-Attack Freeze.
Yeah, Flamethrower, Dragon Tail too, if you want to do that. Defog, no hazards though.
He's a threat, but he's a threat you can revenge, and a threat that needs like 7 moves.
Very Middleton, in my opinion. Very mid, but yeah, whatever. It's a mid one. You got Brotomo,
and then the team
double dipping on
again,
electric, and then you got
grass.
Yeah,
though I think Ogamon Hearthstone does need a secondary grass type alongside of it.
Well, if you don't have, Rotom could have been good if you didn't have Cyclone, but whatever. You know, Moltres, double dipping on fire.
Again. And then Delphox, and you're double dipping
and you're
again.
Triple dipping on Delphox as a fire.
Oh, hey, and we have a water type now. We have Lantern.
We have a water type, which is not the only water type you want to have. It's not Lantern. It's also
if this team didn't have so much overlap and had
a water type this weak to EQ, weak to ground, so that sucks.
No, it can Terra out of that, and the Terra's a nice.
I think you're not a water type anymore, and you got blown.
But I mean, you can become pure water. But yeah,
I guess.
So you can become a 1 weakness water type, and that's pretty big.
I guess, yeah.
But so the big thing with this draft is it wishes it had a Spiker outside of Garchomp. It wishes it didn't have 3 fire types. I think if you kind of scrapped a lot of these mons, if you scrapped Moltres, if you scrapped maybe Garchomp, I don't know exactly what you want to keep.
The only defogger is Cyclone, because remember that we are in Gen 9 where everything sucks. So
yeah.
Moltres
and Saharaja does have Rapid Spin, so you have decent removal. But I don't see how this team plays defensively super well because it has so many strong weaknesses.
You're just weak to you go to the next guy and he's weak to the guy with the guy.
Yeah, I really just spam Earthquake really heavily into this, and even if you have Rotomo, Moltres, I'm I break those guys.
Most ground types just have some. First of all, I have Mamo. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you have for Mamo?
There's gonna be a lot of sets that DD wants and 6 others team, and that sucks. Because it's a fun team. There's some really scary
I think the first three insane, but
so good. I was like, dude, this is gonna be one of the best teams in the league. In fact, and then it kept repeating itself.
If you replace Saharaja with Gliscor, which you could have gotten earlier, insane team, insanity. But I think it's overall here personally. Above Ditto.
That or in the tier above. Again, it's hard. This team's gonna be terrifying.
It has insanely good offensive mons that can definitely sweep you immediately. But I think, as the tier says, you need to cook because otherwise you will lose. This is not to say that the draft is bad. Not to usually say that things are bad. This is just you need to play really well to actually make this work. You need to play extremely well to make this work. Because otherwise, you will get cooked if you're in the back foot. There's no way to come back.
This team loses momentum once, and it's oh. I know. Oh God. How do I keep going?
Now next we got a dude who drafted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Capmons in a row. Oh wait, Ironmoth is not.
Yeah, Ironmoth isn't. But we got another new toy syndrome, baby, and we love to see it.
And I hate to see it because we're gonna have to go over every single one.
That's true. First pick, Necturna.
So this is an interesting guy. He has.
Let me take this for real quick. All right, so we had to emergency tier this thing. About a week apparently before the draft started, this mon completely changed.
No, but 3 days.
It used to be 3 days.
Yes, 3 days before the.
Damn. So this mon used to have the move Sketch, but it only got 1 Sketch slot, right? So it had to pick any one move, which used to be Geomancy, but Xerneas is no longer in the game. And then they changed it to just give it Shell Smash naturally and ignore the rest of Sketch. But then they changed it again right before our draft, and they gave it the 1-slot Sketch again. This mod has access to one of any move in the game, plus the rest of your move pool. And there's some crazy stuff you can sketch. The big one I'm scared of is like Grab Apple.
Yeah, Grab Apple is really crazy.
Grab Apple is insanely good.
Because it can have Shell Smash and Grab Apple, right? It can have...
No, it cannot.
Oh,
it no longer gets Shell Smash naturally.
Okay. But yeah.
If you want to do a Grab Apple bulky set, that's a play, right? This mod does not get Synthesis naturally, which sucks for it. But it does have to spend its sketch slot on set, I believe. Double check that for me. You'll have to scroll down to see it.
I cannot
No, scroll down, and if you see it in the S.
No.
And this mod gets moves, right? It has a couple of key things. It has T-Spikes, it has Will-O-Wisp. It has good Ghost moves, it has good Grass moves. Does that Poltergeist naturally? I don't think so. This also is surprisingly a physical attacker. This one kind of looks like a special attacker, if you ask me.
Yeah. It's kind of like... It's kind of like...
this one has... Yeah.
Where like... It's a Sid right, but it's a Cap. I don't think this one is that great personally. I think it's kind of bad. But
yeah, we had to this was something we caught the night before the draft started, and I had to just give it a point value, so I put it at 17.
Yeah, so basically, it can do anything it wants for one slot. If you're a protect into it, you kind of know what it does.
But if you protect on it and it shell smashes in your face, you're a little terrified.
That's right.
This one is scary. But it's 1 slot scary, and if that 1 slot goes your way, you're like, oh, cool. But if that 1 slot doesn't go your way, and it's got some whack utility move that you never expected, you're cooked.
Let's move though. Then this guy though, Equilibra.
Giga Lando.
Really good stats is Giga Lando, has Levitate, Ground Steel, crazy. No Stealth Rock though, but it has Rapid Spin, Doom Desire, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, stuff like that.
Doom Desire is a really crazy tech for this because it
can it wish?
Fires off.
It can wish, right?
No. It does have Pain Split though.
Pain Split, there you go, but no recovery, just Pain Split. And no Rehearsal either, just Rapid Spin. So it's pretty good. Doom Desire.
Yeah,
really
this
good.
one's is a really good remover. It's a really good switch into a lot of things.
133
Steel
special
Ground
attack.
with Levitate's free to go.
133 special attack with Doom Desire is quite crazy.
Yeah, you don't need to invest super heavily in this thing's special attack to still hit pretty hard with a move as strong as Doom Desire.
But yeah, it's just really solid mod. Giga Lantern pretty much one or 2 HP. And this is defense, 110 split there. Really good mod. Now
Argonaut. Everyone's favorite cat Pokemon.
No.
Everybody loves this thing.
No,
Everybody thinks this mon is the savior of the tier.
No.
You're a hater, Duke.
Not me. I think this mon is exactly the embodiment of what's wrong with Cap. But whatever.
I think this mon is what stops Cap from getting out of hand. Because actually, okay, hold on, real quick. This thing's design concept was is a decentralizer. It was just be all the broken mons, let me just handle it, guys.
So
that was its design concept.
It
has Unaware is the main thing. It has, and I believe that's technical.
Circle Throw, has Spikes. That's pretty much it. Knockoff.
Yeah, and Recover.
And Recover.
It's got decent coverage. It has Spikes, obviously.
Stunt.
And Recover can kind of do whatever he feels like.
He can run like a crazy. He has 110 attack still, just having a defensive mod, so you can do Technician Mag Punch, Technician Average.
Yeah. He's decently strong. He's a slightly bulkier Clefable with a typing that's still really, really, really solid.
Water Fighting.
Yeah, Water Fighting's pretty good. He's a cool little pirate guy. I love him. Most people love him. Duke's a hater. Technician Arm Thrust, baby.
I don't like him because he's a big stall guy. I don't like that.
No. I think he's just odd.
Krill what? Now this
one wishes he was Rotom Wash.
Yeah, oh my god. I know my mic over again.
Dog, lock in.
It's just I heard it closer because it's the video. Anyway, back into it. Lock in. Trello. This dude has magic card and trace. Interesting. Magic card, life orb with 83 special attack. It's not good, but like
he's
151
so
HP.
he does have magic guard and life orb, right? He gets natural boots.
Insane HP.
And so with this thing, basically you can sacrifice its item slot to give 1.3 its attack 1.3 its attack stats without really caring.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
You got bull switch.
Like this one's stronger than it says it is just because it runs life.
Yeah, bull switch, surf. Not a lot of coverage. You got ice.
Heart swap, baby. Heart swap's real hype. You're gonna heart swap away.
Come in one
Super.
match.
Hey, that one time you get Sash Kilowatt with heart swap is really gonna save this team one time.
I guess, yeah. But like,
yo, this thing can guillotine. That's hype.
Really cool shiny, really cool concept. But,
yeah. He just kind of like bolt switches around. He's like electric water is a pretty good offensive typing. It's a little weak, but it's like pretty fast and has a lot of HP. So this mon's pretty good. I like this mon.
Yeah. So it's just a pretty okay special attacker.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Next, Phenomicon.
Phenomicon. So I do want to mention that its secondary form that didn't get drafted, Phenomicon Epilogue, which is a tinted lens mon. And it's kind of funny.
I don't want to talk about it. We don't have time. I don't want to.
Yeah, we don't have time, but I do want to mention it real quick. But the actual mon.
It's like a mega. Plays like Phenomicon Epilogue. It's like a mega item slot. Blah blah blah. Gets stronger. Tinted lens.
But it doesn't get a.
That's it.
Stat buff. But let's go over the thing's abilities real quick. Stamina. Does it have any others?
85, 1 in 13.
Power Alchemy is not applicable in singles.
85 HP, 1 in 13 defense, stamina pretty good. It has body press, it has brave bird, it has coil, it has gunk shot. Iron defense, knockoff.
U-turn. Lots of moves. Struggles really hard in breaking steals. It does have Temper Flare. That's kind of about it.
Stealth rock. I can get a rock, so that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, he can get a Brox, he can U-turn around, and he can be kind of annoying.
No attack.
He does also have Roost.
He does have 50 attack on this form, so.
Oh, okay, so hold on, we're talking wrong move.
The other form has like,
run like
130 attack, so it's a lot different.
It has 101. It has 101 attack.
Yeah.
The thing that carries it is
Tinted Lens.
But this mon like hits decently hard and can get really out of hand with stamina. Yeah. That's the thing that makes this thing.
It can body press. It has body press. If it could Terra fighting, it would be crazy, but it cannot. So.
I don't know about Terra fighting, but yeah.
For the body press thing. And the
and
rest is
the remaining
regular. It's instant. And I like instant.
Let's talk a little on
instant
this.
In singles is the goat, and now in doubles is really annoying, but in singles is really cool. Cyclosar can Terra into a poison and a quantum. I don't like these Terras, I'm gonna be honest.
The ground maybe is a little weird, but poison Cyclozar is the absolute goat.
Poison is good, but like I don't like ground. I think ground should be like steel or something like that, or fairy.
Yeah. So Daxpun for Graph are good to close this out.
Yeah.
The pivots, this team pivots really hard. I just wish it had a big offensive breaker to really abuse all of that pivoting.
It has Iron Mouth, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. Where did we leave off?
This video is very long. Paragraph, Daxpun, really good. Whatever. Let's go rank it. I'm tired. I'm really tired.
Chill out just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, no. I do appreciate how pivoty this team is. I just wish I had some breakers. But I think this is... Ooh.
I think it's better than these.
I don't disagree with you.
I think Iron Moth is really strong. I think Iron's really annoying. I think Equilibrium is really annoying. I think Kubat's good pivoting. I think actually... it's like a high on this. High here, I think. High.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one is good though. This one's good, I promise.
Our Go Ivory. The Ivory
Goodbye.
Coast, and the Motown Referee. So, you might look at that bottom half of the draft, and you might say, "Did Big Stall infest the mod team of the USDA?" And the answer is yes. Big Stall hits again, and that's okay. We respect Big Stall here. Maybe not Duke, but I respect Big Stall. But let's talk about this team has. We have.
Sorry about that. I was gone for a second. But yes, to catch on momentum, Big Stall plus Kerfuffle. He's Stall my Kerfuffle. Burning,
Yes.
really interesting. That one can. Well, let's go over. Hold on, in order.
Let's look at Astrolabe. This one is obscenely good.
This one's really cool. Has regen, a fast one with regen, pretty cool. Who has
very fast.
Fire Lash.
Yes, Fire Lash is absurd.
Yeah, pretty good.
This move is really good.
Dragon has Fire Dragon, pretty good. Dragon Tail 2 has Fire Punch for
Encore is really good.
Encore, you got screens, you got
Meteor Beam if you're Go.
Yeah.
Spikes is really big on this. Taunt's really big on this. Wisp is big on this. Stomping Tantrum is big on this.
T-Whip's really good. T-Whip's a really good option. Wisp is really good. Spikes, you can spike or default. You can choose whatever you want.
Yeah. This mon is really foul to try and handle with like one thing.
Base 108 HP, base 108 attack, base 114 speed. Really fast. So
yeah, very fast.
Also a Netzel so that gives it points for being.
Yeah. He's
That's guy Leviathan. This thing looks hideous. I hate how it looks, but Leviathan.
He's a boat.
Leviathan is
boat equals goat.
What if? What's the name of it? Oh, what if Empoleon could Dragon Dance?
And also had guts. And was really fast.
And was
97 speeds, way faster than this has any right to be when it's this bulky and this strong.
You got
with Wave Crash, and it's heavy as fuck, so it gets run Heavy Slam.
Heavy Slam,
that's Haze.
Ice Fang, Ice Punch, Ice Crash, Ice Coverage, Iron Head, Second Fang, Skull,
Slack off.
Slack off. Slack up DD.
Yeah, you can do really bulky Slack off DD, and like really Wave Crash, Heavy Slam is about all you need, and this does have Facade as well. Heat Proof is also viable.
I would argue that sometimes if you run light metal, so a low kicker won't kill you.
I don't even think that'll take it to not be 120, but I'm not sure.
Oh damn. Well, but you got heat proof though. Heat proof in case you are scared of the fire types that are neutral to you. But hey, doesn't matter. You got guts.
Hey, no, that means this thing's a real water type.
Yeah.
Whenever you decide to run it.
That is true. Guts is important though. Yeah, really strong. 110.
Does also have Calm Mind.
110 attack with guts plus. DD is really strong. It has Calm Mind too with base 985 attack. Not bad. It has Skull too. Not bad. Doubles, Flash Cannon,
Hurricane. Pack if you're hype.
Hurricane if you're hype.
This one has a lot going for it. Yeah. Also Iron Defense. I think it has Body Press.
Yes.
Yes.
You could do that too.
So like, there's a lot of sweeping options.
You
with
could
this
make
one,
it
and it's
very
bulky.
You can make it heat proof body press to all those fire types. You know.
Yep. Like that's really solid actually.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So. This one has a lot of attack.
Kerfuffle. You can tell I'm losing my sanity in this video, but hey.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm still going strong.
I almost had a
So real quick on ability pools.
I was gonna make a joke that I cannot make. Anyway.
Natural Cure is the big one.
Natural Cure is.
Status Absorber.
Yeah, you can come in on T-Specs and be fine. Also like a Glass Cortaz, you can be fine. You know, you're okay.
Yeah.
And this thing is Valiant at home. That's what the smoking set says, and that's what it is. Valiant at home.
Yep. It is Valiant, but only allowed to run choice up.
This thing plus Dragapult, it goes crazy. But yeah, this guy, Aura Sphere, Gleam, Draining Kiss, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, Moonblast, Grass Knot, pretty much
Parting Shot.
Valiant without the physical moves, pretty much.
But hey, it gets to pivot around, which is kind of nice.
Shot, which I thought it didn't have, and I want this mod more than. And it's named Kerfuffle, which is really funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Really good one, Valiant at home pretty much.
Yeah, really strong, really fast, gets the pivot around.
And Haley at home.
So, let me talk on this one, because Duke's a hater for this guy.
I think he's very much fraudulent, because he's going off Triage, Drain Punch. That's his whole thing.
Yes. So let me look at this.
And Airlock, hold on. Airlock, that could go.
Airlock, Triage, Shedskin. Shedskin's kind of nice. Shedskin is this one's like original thing. The idea behind this mon was bulk up, the perfect bulk up mon, which is interesting, and that's what it is. With Triage, Drain Punch, which is weak sauce. This thing's super weak if you don't invest really heavily. Yes. But it has Poltergeist, it has Drain Punch, and it has Shadow Sneak. This is like the big set.
Yeah.
But that's not its only option. It does have Glare.
You can Glare, you can Curse if you want to make yourself slower.
It cannot run Curse because it's a ghost type.
Oh,
so
right,
it's
a ghost type. I'm dumb.
But like that's not
I'm new, guys. I'm new.
There's some niche.
You can.
It has knockoff.
Glare and knockoff. Mag Punch with what?
Moonlight, Triage Moonlight.
Triage Moonlight,
Nasty Body for Go.
Power Whip, Rock Slide, and that's pretty much it. You can
Sucker Punch on.
Taunt and Trick.
Below.
And,
Like,
yeah.
I think the real hype with this mon is not its bulk up set, but pretending to be its bulk up set, make you prep for it, and then have it disrupt your mons for the remainder of the
set. Having like Glare and Willow stuff is a
yeah.
Really good.
This mon gets very, very, very annoying.
I don't think it's good at what it does. I don't think it's good at what it does. I think it's good at the things it's not meant to do.
Yeah.
The rest.
But we'll see.
The rest is Slow Bro,
and then Big Stall,
Blissey, Skarmory, my guy from my logo, and Muck.
Yes. Muck is nice as a. Yeah.
I don't get why Terra Grass though. Like Terra Poison would be better on this, or Terra Steel even. I think Poison's better though. It's gonna be weak to fighting.
Yeah.
Their choice. Their choice.
There's some to talk a little bit. Muck is a good knockoff absorber. Blissey is Blissey. Slowbro is really physically bulky.
So basically, pretty good.
Duke's a hater. This is definitely Duke is impatient, and I.
Dude, what you say about Skarmory, dude? Skarmory. Okay, it's really good. No, I'm not gonna talk about this. So we had an entire and then we'll probably put the pictures on screen. An entire
wait. This is my team.
No, you talked over me. You talked first.
No. Sorry. Listen to what I'm saying. This is my team. You didn't say that ever.
What do you mean?
You never mentioned it was my team.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, this is my team.
This is Irony's team. Kyoto Main Shadows, second best logo here. And we had a debate that went on for days. Me saying that Miasma was 18 points and Irony saying it was 14 points. Quite the difference.
Yes.
So it was pulled and ended up at 17, which I won. GB, I won. I want to put on screen all the screenshots of what this mon does, because I pretty much broke it down, every single thing it can do. I don't know if we're gonna go over it though. I mean,
we do need to look at it because this one's hype.
dude, let me rest. I have to edit this.
You have to cut 2 things.
I put music on it, dude. I have to put music on an hour-and-a-half video.
You got it.
Wait, I can't say it. In game, in Pokemon. Put yourself in Pokemon.
Yeah. Click Healing Wish.
Click Healing Wish, bitch. Anyway. Surely we're gonna get the monetized because we don't make money of this. So.
Yeah.
Where is Miasma? I went on that. Why did I also go on a different thing? I'm going.
Does bro know what he's doing?
I'm going insane right now. So
he might be fried.
I hate this guy because this guy has neutralizing gas on an offensive mon, and it has there was some other, but compound ice I guess good.
Mega Horn.
Yeah, Mega Horn and stuff like that.
Scale Shot. Mega Horn Scale Shot.
This is a 135 attack, which is really strong. And then in speed, which is almost there, you know. But it has neutralizing gas first impression, which is really strong at 135. And it has every move you want. It has close combat, it has Dragon Hammer, it has Earthquake, it has Fire Fang, first impression of course, Gong Shot, High Horsepower, Ice Fang, Iron Head, for fairies and stuff, you know, the Gong Shot's fine, that one has fine.
Let's have Recover for whatever reason. I don't know why this one
Mega Horn, you got Recover, Poison Jab, you got SD, Taunt, U-Turn too, obviously, and Wall Charge too. And now it can also be special because it has Freaka Meteor, it has Dark Pulse, it has Earth Power, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast with Compound Eyes.
Its special is pretty weak, but it's there.
It's 88. That's Surp. That's Surp. You got Thunder.
That's actually Crushite on stats.
You got
I guess.
Compound Eyes Thunder, just really good chance to pair out. This mon, I think it should be 18 points. It's really insane. But I'm not gonna debate here because I want to do something else with my life other than talking about Pokemon for 3 hours. So yeah, it's really strong, really cool. It is on the logo, same as Snowstorm, and yeah, this is pretty much what made this happen was that Irony and I played a bit of Cap, and he liked me as well. That's pretty much what made this happen, I think.
Yeah, what made this first pick happen? Yeah. So look at the rest of the team now.
So
this team is more than just the Miasma. So this is the goat of the team.
But while I do hate it, the shiny is pretty cool. It's Blue Fire. Yeah. I like Blue Fire off the map. Great Dust, whatever. Kitsuno. Kitsuno is Aegislash with trade-off attack for speed, pretty much.
I do want to briefly talk on this one myself real quick.
Yes, you got
Um,
this slice on too.
so the big thing, abilities, Frisk and Trace
Yeah.
is really big. Frisk to check those items. Trace is one of my favorite abilities in draft ever. Um, I think the most interesting thing a Mon can do is play with the other Mon's abilities, and that's the big thing with this team is neutralizing gas and trace.
Mm-hmm.
Your abilities are my toys, and that's fun. I think that's one of my
Bro
favorite things
thinks he's
ever.
a villain. Anyway, keep going.
I am. Um, this Mon's got a lot going for it too. It's fast as fuck. Its speed got buffed somewhat recently to 128. It used to be 110.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
This Mon is the go. Meteor Mash. It's got its own signature, which is okay.
What is it?
Shadow Strike, I believe.
Oh yeah, Shadow Strike. I forgot.
It's the 80 base power, 95 accuracy, has 50% chance to lower defense.
Eh.
So
I mean,
it's pretty. It's decent.
better than Poltergeist because it doesn't miss and you also don't run into item problem.
Yeah.
So I guess that's pretty good.
It also has like Strength Sap and Wish, which is fire. It has Defog. It has U-turn. It has kind of every move under the sun.
Taunt, Thunder Punch,
U-turn,
Steel Beam, sure. Shadow Sneak, Shadow Strike, maybe
Pair Song if you're go.
Low Kick, Call Play, Fake Out.
The only thing this Mon doesn't have is good setup, and it does have like Bone Claws. Bone Claws next to Meteor Mash.
Pretty much just like
nice.
an insane revenge killer who can do some cool things. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Now, Marina, blah blah blah. Ogrepon, that's been dirty. Okay, no more
Ogrepon.
No more Kaibons, thank god. Ogrepon, regular. We were talking about this Mon before the draft, and I made Irony want it because this one's really cool. It's the one Ogrepon that can run an item, which is really sick because it can be scarred.
It does lose its 1.2 attack boost that the other guys have, which sucks.
Fine. Like it's
yeah.
Fine. Like, you can be banded, you can be scarred. Basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, this is like the only other one to be in contention for top one. Since I'm bringing the mouse up against the top one, because I'm evil.
That's crazy.
So yeah, but this is really good draft.
Let me talk on my team just a little bit.
You can.
So this team has got a lot of good pivoting. Hoopa Unbound, season 2 baby. This channel knows a thing or two about Hoopa Unbound.
Yeah.
Colossal Zaman I just did a season with, and it's very, very solid. Way bulkier than you think it is. So insanely bulky. Primarina is going to be really strong. Ogrepon's really strong. Pheasantipity's like forced progress because of Toxic Chain and U-turn.
Yeah.
My lead design concept with this team was let me put a bunch of mons that kind of hate steals next to Great Tusk, and just watch Great Tusk shred steel types.
Mm-hmm.
I could have drafted Chi-Yu instead of Hoopa Unbound, and I almost did.
Or Dark
which
Red.
would have awesome.
I think would have been cooler.
But I decided
content.
Hoopa Unbound is hype, and I wanted it.
Yeah.
So
I got Chimera for content as well, so that makes sense. Okay.
Yuxi's also a super good Terra Cap. Last team.
Yes. Now last team, the top 3 in my opinion, were Melon. Let me go on that team name because I don't know what it is. It is
Astonishing Splashes.
I'm not gonna comment on that because with how I'm losing my sanity, I'm probably gonna say some heinous shit about that name. No, undeserved completely too, because it's not even that bad. Anyway, this dude drafted Sun, and Sun it's known for beating ass. Sun is known for beating ass. So we got
beating ass or being ass.
True, both.
Dog.
But in this case, beating, because they drafted good Sun. He drafted good Sun. You got the two brothers,
super dedicated.
The two brothers, Koji and Fire, working Wake. They will do everything in this team. Like literally, they will do everything. Like those 2 months will go crazy on every single other matchup.
Yep.
Then you got
Gouging comes in so clutch for this team.
You got Malaconda, who is one of 2 Sunsetters.
New draft Sunsetters.
Yeah. It's pretty
and this
cool.
one's really funny.
It's like Torkoal, but super spectacular. 4 times weak to U-turn though, but you resist water, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you have Parting Shot, which is pretty cool. And you have Grab Apple.
Parting Shot, it has Glare, and has Grab Apple. Grab Apple
and Knock
sick.
Off. And Knock. Knock is pretty good too.
Yes.
That's what
and Spin, apparently.
You don't care about setting up, you don't care about anything else. It has those
this guy has one job, and it's to set up the sun and all you slurs and leave.
Pretty much. That's what it does, yeah. Then you
and
got
hey, he's really good.
Hatterene. He's into Typhlosion, that's
Classic
insane. I'm so excited to get Typhlosion put in work because I think that one's awesome. For this team, not for the other guy. And this location specifically, he's in. I think it's really cool. Leafeon, my goat. Cyrusard, regular, interesting. Like, it has solid power, I guess. Slitherwing on the sun, really scary. First impression, looks gonna hit like a truck. Volkraken, new guy. He is also insane.
This one is like
Volkraken,
probably came before Volcanion. I'm not really sure when this one came out, but it has analytic.
Analytic, and
he's kind of fast.
And of course, it has 135 super attack, which is really strong.
Yep.
Like
95 speed's pretty good too.
These overheats hit like your dad, you know, really strong. So it has U-turn as well, Surf, Scorching Sands, or like a heat turn for Source. Maybe have what? So Memento, interesting flip turn. It's really cool. Fire Blast, Sensory Destiny Bond is interesting with a cost step. That would cook like crazy.
Yeah, this guy's got some heat on him.
You go Willow.
This guy's really is just, hey, let me just hit you like a fucking monstrosity and
pretty much, yeah. It's just
let me just like kill you.
Hit hard fire, pretty much like Charizard in that regard.
Yeah.
Let me see its speed though.
Dark Trio.
95 speed is pretty good. Dark Trio, can it Shadow? Can it Arena Trap?
Yes, it is allowed Arena Trap.
That's funny.
It would be 2 points if it didn't.
Yeah, that's funny that it can Arena Trap. And it's really fast. It's Dark Trio. You guys can. There's no Dark Trio. It's interesting because Dark Trio can actually like cover for this team pretty well, given that it's.
Yeah, Dark Trio actually like is really nice on this team for just trapping and removing. Like,
really good.
If there's like a Flash Fire Mon that you're scared of on the team, it kind of forces it to run Shed Tail, and that makes it very annoying.
And then Amorous Therian. I know this thing called Mind String Pieces and Sword Powers.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's doing.
I don't know if I don't know how much I like giving.
I think you got Hatterene, and that's better in every way possible for this team. But
it's not bad.
It is like their only actual flyer that likes to switch in on ground types. So yikes.
So yeah, let me put down a few thoughts because you've kind of been pushing through this.
Look, man.
Look, I get it. The main thing I dislike on this team is its Terra options. I think doing ground and rock on both of these guys is like a little rough.
Kinda weird.
And the type I disagree with is the ground actually, not the rock. I think the rock is hype and actually quite useful. I would have put a water breaking type on one, if not both of these guys.
Yeah.
Running them both with the exact same Terra, and they're about similar power.
Rock Electric cooks.
Yeah, Rock Electric. I like that a lot.
Yeah, because you got Leafeon
Rock
from
Electric
grass.
or Rock Grass.
I don't think you need Grass because you got Leafeon, so I think you can just.
You have Leafeon, you have
Electric.
Either like anything really works.
Yeah, because
I really think doing either not have the same ground or do like if you're gonna do the same thing, I think it's Fire, Electric, Rock. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah, overall though. This also goes here.
Very good draft. I'm a little like sus. I've never been a big fan of dedicated weather teams in draft, but I think this is definitely like
one of the better
one of the scariest. Yeah. So I think I'm fine.
I feel pretty good about this. I think this is fine. This is good. I would give closing thoughts when my brain is fried. So
yeah, I can give some thoughts. So. There's a couple of months I'm like interested that he went to undrafted. Plasmanta was getting hyped up really hard.
Oh yeah, I wanted Plasmanta, but I had Heatran already, so I was like, it's not like the worst thing ever to have 2 core weaknesses, but like, I just didn't want to play around ground that much, that much. So.
But like, there's some interesting teams,
and
I don't think any of these
wanted Plasmanta.
Yeah, and nobody picked them.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of interesting teams here. I think there's fascinating stuff. And I think everyone drafted pretty well. There's some changes I would.
Yeah.
But I think everyone drafted.
Everyone except like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say like 2 people. I think like everything has something going on, and even like the one that doesn't, it's an NFA team, and they're like busy right now. So like I'm not mad at them. You know. It's like oh yeah, let me like just fuck around. You know. And that's fine.
And yeah, some ones were undrafted, some guy ones were undrafted, like Byrogue.
There was 7 of them
that
did not get drafted.
I forgot who else.
I have a list.
Yeah, Aramoth wasn't drafted.
Yeah, Aramoth looks kind of funny.
You can get the list for discussion thoughts. I like to this video.
Yes,
holy
give
shit,
me
man.
just a second.
If anyone watched at this point, thank you. I don't think
Yes.
anyone would ever subject us to this torture. But hey.
Oh yeah. Armoth, Crucible, Pajantin, Benomicon, Epilogue, Smokomoto, and Pyro.
That's a lot of guys. But we'll
And
cover it.
Plasma.
We will make a Capmon video, like ladder, maybe at some point, you know, because
maybe we'll see.
No one puts in the ladder, but you know, just talking about Capmon is pretty fun. So yeah,
there's interesting stuff here. So.
This was going to be a 20-minute video, more or less. At least that's what I pictured it. It was not. So
it was not.
I
expected this to be like an hour long. I didn't expect. I think this is about 2.5.
No, this is like. Oh, this is like 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. See.
I have like 3 recordings, so 40 minutes each one. So do the math. So yeah, thank you all for watching.
Thank you all. Thank you all to join my draft league. Yeah. It means a lot.
It's gonna be the.
We will put the Discord link in the description. There will be future seasons. And
true. It won't all just be Cap. It won't all just be Cap. It'll be more things. And this is the Ultra Space Draft Adventures.
Yes.
So yeah.
We're like, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Very excited for the season. So many very fun teams on this.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite drafts I've ever done.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for the season. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe. Please join the Discord. I don't care. It's really funny. 3 hours for the sake of the people in the league.
Kill yourself. I hate you so much.